Okay, I've got my floor jack under the differential. I'm going to set this up, take the wheels off, and then set it down ever so gently on some blocks.
Okay, preliminaries out of the way, we're going to start taking it apart.
Okay, let me just pry it off.
I have a separate video on this and I'll throw up a link.
Okay, up comes the rope.
I have a whole video on the differential fluid replacement, so I'll throw a link up for that as well if you need to use it. And be gentle here so as to not mar either surface. We need to rotate the gears toward us in order to get the enough of an angle to get that large pin in the middle out. I had to put the truck in neutral and actually reach around back here and turn the drive shaft in order to get this, to get access to this 3/8 inch bolt on here that holds the pin in, the pin holding bolt. It's back in, and it came off easily. Okay, so we're kind of holding everything together here. Pull this out, then the pin, and then we'll rotate this back to a vertical position, which is safer. Very oily. Now I'm still back in, I'm back in neutral again, so if you can see that, I'm reaching around back here, turning the shaft, the drive shaft, until this is back in a vertical position. Because these are now, these two gears, the upper and lower one, are now basically unsupported. You want to be careful of those. This one first, we can push it in. So now we should be able to take this out. The axle isn't moving in all the way. And that did it. Little tappy action. Okay, so I'm going to support this carefully on the journey out. I found this when I was doing some brake work. That seal had pretty much rotted away. Yeah, I made my own puller out of a threaded rod, some washers and nuts, and using an old lawnmower blade on there. But you can buy these commercially. They might be a bit pricey. Yeah, not a bad idea to get a rag in there on a stick and clean up that old oil. And I found the perfect driver, 1 7/8 for this bearing and seal. And I had the bearing and seal in the freezer overnight. Little tip from a viewer. Thanks, dude. And put some bearing grease on that as well. little bit further. I can hear it when it hits the end. Okay, so you want to get some grease on there. Coating the bearing with the same oil that's going to go in the differential later. Bearing grease. The shaft was a little grody, so I just wiped it down. Now I'm not just letting this slide on the seal. I'm kind of supporting it all the way as it goes in. Tilt it up. Just make sure it's in all the way or you aren't going to be able to fit that retaining clip right here. Once the clip is on there, push the shaft all the way out. Threadlocker glue. Okay, so we're in neutral. And we're just going to turn this at enough of an angle so we can get this pin back in. Okay, we need a little bit more angle. Just want to make sure these gears don't fall out. Just a little short. Okay, slip it all the way down. And the pin's not quite lined up. Okay, we just had to turn it a little bit. We'll just tighten it up. Okay, 3/8. Okay, if you're using a torque wrench, 15 to 30 is the only spec I could find on this. Snug them all the way around evenly, and then we'll put the final touches on them. Okay, so got the brake drum back on there. Brake rotor, I should call it. Alright, so we're set up for 20 foot-pounds.
Let's get them even. There it is.
Well, thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful, and please subscribe.